The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. We send a man in motion. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back-to-back carries here. He's going to snag a couple of yards charging up the gut. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Just a couple on the pickup there, so back-to-back runs leave him with a 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Complete beyond the marker. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Running it after the penalty. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Christian Harris on the stop.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here we go, second and very long. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Throwing now from the gun. He lofts one deep, center of the field. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. That one right down the middle. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud in the air to start us off. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. interception. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with a pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he gets this forward to the 19. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Another carry for him. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Hits his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's on the move. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving. Play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. First and goal, now 5 yards tougher after that penalty. Goal to go. It's a pass play. He's got it. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines, because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Titans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He'll throw it. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They kick the running back in motion. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. They give it to him again. And he manages to get back to the line, but no further, as we're... We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter, and it's Titans football. They've got 3rd and 2 to start out. He's got him. That's McBride. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. Oh, an exceptionally painful penalty as it sets up 1st and 10 now inside the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Completed over the middle. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives them 1st and goal. They'll pushing for the end zone. And he lost the football. It's not loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Yeah, I am telling you, ball security critical over the entire 100 yards. If you start smelling that end zone, you're inside the 5. Boy, you've got to take care of that ball at all costs and can't let it get ripped free.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. And the pressure gets home. He doesn't throw it in time. That's a safety. Some early down aggressiveness in the shadow of their own end zone there, Brock. And unfortunately, it costs them. They're going to have to punt it away following the safety.
Well, you know me. I don't ever mind aggressiveness. I think it empowers your quarterback, empowers that offensive huddle. But you also got to know, as a quarterback, if you call a pass play, you got to do your job. And doing your job means avoiding a safety in that circumstance.
Right side and in the hands of Allen. 16 yards on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Putting a receiver in motion. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense in the hurry up here. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Now give left side. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They'll run here following the penalty. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Stuck at and now it'll be 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Pass play now. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with a running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he's brought down for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. 1st down, Stroud. The screen pass falls incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That's a catch for Nico Collins. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
We've hit the 2-minute warning now at NRG. And it's the Texans with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Stroud. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Try and get it into Nico Collins. And now it's 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And 10 yards to go.
Oh, ready. Look at hot.
Now it's Stroud. Finds a man right side. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. To the air, Stroud. Finding Collins. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got a nice run. That reaches the 26. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's got called out. the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Oh no, they get him yet again. There he goes on the right side. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Fresh off the pick, here's Stroud. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing from the gun here. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
He's back to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up. Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Let's make a play here.
Looking to throw. Nice loft on that one, but it falls incomplete. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Stroud. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
That's not what I saw.
Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Blown back gets the handoff. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Defenses at this level, really any level, will let you run it there all day, every day, and twice on Sundays. You give up yards, even a healthy chunk of them, but just float the ball and make sure he's brought to a halt well shy of that first down marker.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. Call that a 64-yard punt officially. And the Titans will get set to take over. Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing now off play action. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He lobs it deep middle. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. To the house for a Tennessee touchdown. The Titans push their lead further to start the half. That one splits the uprights. And the Titans continue piling onto this lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now a give running right. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on first. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, Stroud. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's in! Touchdown, Houston! The Texans lower the deficit they face. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That pass is complete to McBride. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is. Because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
And the Texans go in nickel coverage, third down. They're going play action. That's caught for the first. Still has some space inside the 35. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 35 out of that one. And the Titans will have a first down. They are throwing it again. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Stingley Jr. And the Texans get it off his 50th career INT. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Has a man, it's Brown. And he takes this beyond the 25 before going out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Working quickly here. On first down, they'll run. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Javon Dexter escorted him to the ground. From the 44 here on 2nd down. Hits him on the in route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. First down, Stroud. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Stroud. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Handoff now out of the gun. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but they still need a bunch here on 4th down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Stroud going to go on 4th down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains. All set up now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Fits it through the middle. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Offense up to the line fast. Stroud throwing here on 1st. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans parlay the interception into points. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backward. Trying again, following the sack. Put the body on the line for his team. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down. Motioning him from the slot right. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Well, I know this. This staff loves the athleticism and versatility he brings to the offense. That's not only as a receiver, but as someone who can take occasional carries and turn them into good yards.
Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Slot man motioned over. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Here comes the Titans punting unit. And this was certainly a miss hit low and struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Connects on the crosser. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And the Titans will have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Set him back 5. It's 1st and 15 after the penalty. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Darren Stingley Jr.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing,
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
in theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. 3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Kamari Lassiter with the pick. And the Texans are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice. Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays. Because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's going to be out right along the 25. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down. From the gun, Stroud. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. That one goes for 25 yards. And it sets up a Houston 1st. Now it's Stroud. He put everything he had into this one. Touchdown, Houston. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s when we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. That's well done.
The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a 1st with some room to spare.
To throw here on 1st down. Forced out to his right. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. Cut out left. And he'll get this through midfield and starts pushing into Texans territory.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be a Tennessee 1st down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
On the move, headed right. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Hits his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. That takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Titans looking at a 3-0 start to the season. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Pass play coming here. McBride hauls it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that gives them 1st and goal. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
I'm just going to say, maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. The next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Now they send their back in motion right. Oh, look at this. He's set up to throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans make it a 3-score game in the 4th. That one right down the middle. And the Titans go up by 19. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. That squad is like a row of tanks. Unstoppable.
Looking to throw. Stroud. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Houston calls it 2nd timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack. You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Texans get it back to within 2 possessions. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this